When we left off last time, we had just taken all the bolts out to get the front clip off of this truck, and we had left the two for the core support, radiator core support, and that's all that was holding the front end on. Well, that's still the case right now, and we're gonna go ahead and focus on getting those two bolts out because they seem to be the two problem bolts for most people, probably for me too. And we'll get that done. We'll get the front clip torn off, and we'll see where else today takes us. I think it's safe to tell you, go ahead and assume that you're gonna have a bunch of crap piled up in here where they are. All right, so here's an easy way to look at it. So you're standing here on the front, you got your hood latch and all that. Right about here, you're gonna see a bolt. Right about here, you're gonna see a bolt. Follow that up and over, and that's almost dead on with where it's gonna be in this little pocket right here. Now mine given a lot more wide open than a lot of you guys are gonna have, but nonetheless, it's right down in there. You're probably gonna have to clean it out like I am, which I won't bore you with, but we're gonna get this cleaned out, and you'll see the bushing right on the other side, right there, and it's gonna be the same on the other side. Here's the truck, there's the bolt, follow it up and over beside the horn, straight down and over just a little bit in this little pocket. I'm gonna use my little baby generator to try to blow some of this out. If you have the option and an actual good generator, that would be a good way to go to blow some of that out. Otherwise, just however you can find. While that compressor is airing up, I came inside to grab my hoodie, but just a quick reminder about the Mustang series. That's going on too. I'm just starting that one as well. We're in the process of sanding these dash panels down to try to get this nasty stuff off that the previous owner left all over the interior of that Mustang. Right there. Here goes nothing. As is becoming routine, I start digging all of that out, and I find more rust. It just broke out totally and completely all in right here, which kind of made it easier to dig out, but I just barely touched it, and it just went right on through. So that's a good shot for you guys, though. That's the bolt right down in there. Let me see if I can zoom in for you. That's where it's going to be located for the front core support of these F-100s. Grab our genuine PV blaster and soak that baby on the side. Once again, kind of as it's going, that bolt is not coming out. Not because it's too tight, because I guess the PV blaster, I'm not sure. There's no head on the bolt, not nearly enough. It looks like there is in the shot, but there is not anything to bite onto. So, plan B, which you need to know, because that happens a lot in these old projects. I'm gonna just get all these bolts off along the fender. I'm gonna pull the fender and all of this off as one piece. And then if I have to, this bracket is toasted down at the bottom anyhow. I'll just cut along somewhere just to get it out, so we're done. We'll figure that out in a minute. We're on to the also common plan D, E, F, G, X, Y, Z. Just cut it off. I got to messing with the other side on the right side, the passenger side of the vehicle. Found out my core support is not just rusted, not just roached. I can grab the majority of the inside of the core support, and it just flakes and flakes and flakes. So I just got out the Sawzall. Cut it off. Fender itself's in good shape, but yeah, it's easier just buy another one. Check out the cab though. That's gonna be repaired. There's the inner fender support that was on there. The fender itself's in pretty good condition. I mean, some regular wear stuff at the corners, but nothing that can't be replaced. Sorry, nothing that can't be repaired. It's in pretty good shape. Since we started down this route, pretty much, it does make it easier. It doesn't show me how to, sorry, it doesn't allow me to show anyone who doesn't know how to properly take these off, but the fact that we started down this route means that I can do the same thing over here, where I've already made the cut where these bolts just weren't coming out. It's so crusty underneath, there's nothing to bite onto. And if you look down in here, it looks okay right here. You're like, Jimmy, you could fix that. You could repair it. Well, you can't tell, but all along, just inside there, I wish I could get a decent, there's kind of a look. That is 100% all the way down the entire core support. I got up underneath, started touching it, and it's just crumbling like it ain't nothing. So I am going to go ahead and peel the fender back just a little bit. I'm gonna get this baby out of my way 100%, which just basically is, I don't know why I'm so obsessed with keeping things, whatever, but go ahead and pull this off all the way. The rest of the way, it doesn't matter right now. I'm gonna get this inner fender support out, and then I'll come in, I'll step over, and I'll be standing about right here, looking down this way, and I'm just gonna cut straight down and get that fender off of there. We almost got her 100% off. Look at how, I went ahead and just took my pocket knife and just cut these across. They're not gonna be reused. Look at that. I haven't even cut that. That's just as rusted out as it was. Every bit of that. And on the other side, I went ahead and cut, get around here. Well, fender's in the way now. I went ahead and cut this bracket right here, straight across. And as I was doing that one, I bent my blade. So I'm gonna come back in, probably slice in right here somewhere, just to get that loose. And then on the other side, I'm hoping from the way it looks, I can cut through here and cut this bracket off and be able to lift and twist and pull until it comes out that way. The only thing reusable that you see is that fender, because the only thing wrong with this fender is just this run-of-the-mill rust. So now I'm gonna go get cleaned up just a little bit, run about 8 miles down the road to the Subway, get myself a sandwich. As far as the 100 goes, all that I have left to do is finish getting that front clip off, and then I've got to get the cab off of the frame. I gotta get some square tubing and sure up the bed so that I can remove it. I've got to cut the firewall and the floor pan out, fix whatever rust needs to be fixed, pull everything from under the dash, and possibly cut the weld out where the dash and the windshield meet to fit everything, and then weld it back on. I haven't made my mind up about that yet. Obviously iffy things about that. And other than that, we'll move on to cutting the Nissan up so we can start the process of building something versus cutting everything apart. This is fun. It's the fun part, you know. You just nuts and bolts and know-how, and when that doesn't work, saws. And then, you know, you just have fun tearing it all apart. But we're not too far from the building stage. With that blade being broken, there's not a whole lot I can do to continue on. That's where this one's gonna end. So as always, make sure you support HoffmanBuilt, support your local racetracks, support your local car clubs, support car culture while there's still gasoline engines to support. Y'all have a good one. I'm out.